You'd rather be stuck in the forest with a random bear or a random man?
Random man, for sure.
Random man.
Yeah.
The bear.
The bear.
We don't know what kind of bear.
We don't know what kind of bear. We don't know what kind of man.
That part.
Random and random.
I mean, if it's just random, probably man.
Okay. If it was a black bear?
If it was a black bear, I would choose the black bear.
Okay.
Man.
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 Okay, so for you two, pick the bear.
No, I
No,
said
you picked the man.
yeah.
Wait, you picked the bear, you picked the bear.
The black bear.
Okay, now I just...
I get to pick the black man
Hang
or
on,
the black
hang on,
bear
hang on.
because I'm going with the black
Okay,
man.
I get it. But also both... Hang on, both of you selected that a woman would be more likely to lie to you, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm a man. That answer is fucking stupid. Do you believe me?
No.
No? No? Of course not. Of course not. All right. So on the bear question, why did you pick the bear?
From personal experience. So I'd rather, I'm more, well, for me, I'm an
Oh
animal.
my God! Don't do
Nothing
this.
for me.
You're not gonna do the Shira
Bullshit.
thing, are you? You're not
The
gonna
what?
do you're not gonna do the Shira thing where I've been out with the bears and I've seen hundreds of bears and they've always left me alone. You're not gonna
No,
do that.
I'd rather
are you?
snuggle a fucking bear than snuggle a man. A man is more dangerous than a bear.
Yeah. Let me ask you. Let's put this to the test. If you were walking down a random street in the United States, just a random one, you walked over to a random man and patted him on the head, versus walking over to a random bear and patting it on its head, what do you think would happen if you patted a random man on the head versus a random bear?
Probably the same. They'll both turn around and grab the fuck out of you. Right, hey, I heard someone say it's true back there. They'll both grab the fuck out of you.
I think
He said, Jesus Christ.
I think the bear would turn around and eat your face, and I think that the man would go, "What the fuck are you doing?"
How do you know it's not the other way around?
That the bear would turn around and say, "What are you doing?"
What are you doing? And the man's gonna turn around and eat your face.
Yeah, I don't think the bear's gonna say anything because it's a fucking bear. But okay, so over to you.
Okay, so, well, I mean, I will say if it's just a totally random man, it probably would be fine. But, like, just given this whole, like, man-bear controversy, like, when I'm thinking about being in the middle of the woods, I'm thinking of, like, a Stephen Avery type of man with a gun and a knife. And, like, I would rather be
Wouldn't
alone
you rather
in the woods.
be in the woods with a random guy with a gun and a knife?
No, personally, I mean, black bear, as long as you just diverge, like, they usually don't bother you. Whereas, like, now I don't know.
They kill people all the time.
So do
I mean, I know many people who have been in the woods with black bear and have lived to tell the tale.
You hear your answer
But-
there? You're like, so do men, right? Well, that's true, right? It's not actually very common for men to kill women, by the way. It's not even the top 15 deaths for women. Women are more likely to die from random accidents than they are to die from men. Did you know that? But that aside, by the way, that stat came directly from Rollo Tomasi. Thanks for that, Rollo. But yeah, not even in the top 15. Not even the top 15 women are more likely to die from random accidents, literally random accidents, than they are to die from a man. What do you think your chances are, though, of being in a confined space with a bear, like the bear not attacking you?
I feel like that's a different question, though.
No, I
if
don't
it was
think-
if it was a confined space,
Yeah.
I would choose the man.
same.
But in the woods, you could just walk away and, like, not bother the bear, and the bear probably wouldn't bother you.
Couldn't you walk away from the man?
Well, this is the thing, is I feel like there is a chance that you could become the prey of the man if you're
Versus
just
a
alone.
bear?
I mean, a man alone in the woods,
Like a
is
bear
there
just
no one
spawns
else?
in the woods, he's not going to be really pissed off, and you're on his radar?
I mean, I genuinely do know a lot of people who have gone in the woods hiking, whatever, hunting, have come across bear, and
I know way more people who've gone into the woods and come across random men
that's fair.
and have had no problems whatsoever.
That is
but
a
I've
fair
met
point.
many people who've
But
come across random bears
when
and they
you're a
go,
woman-
holy fuck, I was terrified.
you're-
This thing was going to eat my face.
When you're a woman, though, alone in the woods, you're scared of both. I will say that.
I think a
But,
bear goes
I
about
mean,
his business, but the man's like, I'm gonna find this
that, I think
woman
that's
and
what
get her.
that's what like the psychology of a woman, at least. Like, yeah.
I'm gonna find this woman. And, oh, okay.
Yeah, don't say that.
I mean, I'm gonna. Yeah.
Essay.
But that's
That'd be
like
the
just
word.
that's just the worry that comes across a woman's mind, whether it's true or not.
No,
But
I
that's how-
understand. Listen, so here's the olive branch.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that this is a worry that a woman would have because of the power dynamic difference. A man can overpower her. But this question is asking really like, wait a second, but a bear really can overpower you much quicker than a man could, right? Bear's a wild animal. You have no predictive, kind of model of what you could even do against a bear. Most random men who spawn in a forest with you, do you think that they'd actually attack you for just no reason?
I mean, most random men, no.
Most.
But, I mean...
What about most random bears?
I mean, like a black bear. I really don't think that, like, why would it want to...
You don't think that most random black bears would attack you?
I mean, if you're, like, getting in its way or getting in front of it, like, if it's got its cubs there or something, like, maybe. But I think if it's just...
Or you just come across it... They will just attack you for that.
If you're close enough, but I guess I'm
even
like
if you're far away. Like, you can't predict wild animals. That's why they're wild animals, right?
Yeah. But I guess in the same scenario, how can I predict that like a man with weapons is not going to harm me?
Well, I would assume it's based on experience. You come across men every single day of your life,
not
all the time.
Not alone in the woods, though.
But even if you were alone in the woods, do you really think that just like random passerby men just can't wait to assault random women in the woods?
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it sounds silly when you say it like that.
Well, because it is silly, right? Like the amount, first of all, the amount of men who do these types of things, very tiny percentage. You're talking 0.2%. The population does these things, and they could. Like, they could do it if they wanted. They don't, but they don't do it.
Do you know the stat on how many people black bear kill?
I mean, black bears, I think there was recently an attack. I don't know the exact percentage of bear kills, but what I would do is look at it as bear confrontation kill versus man confrontation kill. And then I would look at it this way. So you're going to have way more confrontation with men in your life than you are with bears. But how many confrontations can you have with bears versus men that you're going to walk away from alive?
You mean encounters?
Confrontations. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've probably had confrontations with many men.
Yeah.
And you're quite alive.
Yes.
How many confrontations do you think you could have with a bear?
Yeah. I mean, the bear would obviously win.
Yeah. And the bear's not going to give a shit. It's not going to listen to logic, reason. It's not going to listen, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm just saying, if you end up in the woods... I mean,
I would be scared either way, alone in the woods. I don't belong alone in the woods, I guess. But.
And Andrew, you have used the example of what's the better, I don't know if you've used it so far, the better outcome if you pat the bear on the head.
Yeah, I did. We went over that.
And then just it popped into my mind, if you take it to a bit more of an extreme, if you went up and punched a bear in the snout, what's the likelihood of you being killed by the bear versus you even walk up to a man and punch him in the face? I don't think most men, even if you punch them in the face, are going to kill you for it.
I agree.
They might smack you back.
In fact, there's hundreds and hundreds of videos of women going off and hitting men, and men very much not doing anything about it,
hit you back.
Except saying, "Stop. Stop it, lunatic. Stop hitting me, crazy lady. Stop it," right? And clearly they could. Now, I do find the videos where they do hilarious. Don't get me wrong. The videos where they're like, "Oh, yeah?" And then down she goes. And I go, "Well, you deserved it, you idiot. What are you doing?" I think that's, I mean, if that was a response, I think that far less women would hit men, honestly.
Or if you hit a bear in the snout and whatever decides to run away.
Yeah, we went around everything.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Just curious, show of hands, who said bear?
These two.
You two? Okay.